Hello and welcome to this just quick preview of what this app. Well, I'll say it's an alpha. They got an early start to go for sure. And let's go and let's create an avatar from scratch. So if we go to create on the new look, it will create a new avatar for us. Now this might take some time, as it always does. Right, so now we've created it, we can start to customize it. So there we go, we have our customized thing and we can start to zoom into it. Now they look, I'm going to say they look very, I've got to be nice about it. They look very cartoony-ish. They're not the typicals. These are the skins, guys. These are the skins. Now you have your very typical thing. You have your boy-girl thing. You can do the sliders of the general scaling. They haven't sorted out the body yet, so I'm afraid, guys, there's no body yet. So it's unfortunate, but it's true. So we do have some different hairstyles, as you can tell. We've got some crazy hairstyles. We'll click some brands today. If we click on the faces, you have some slightly different faces. We go for them. Go for them and all that stuff. They're all good, and we've got some different skins and all kinds of things. As you can tell, they're not particularly, not particularly great at the moment, but I suppose it's okay. It's a good start off, I suppose. So you can tell, it's kind of what we've got already. You'll notice that if we go in the settings of the face settings, is we can start to change some of the settings we used to before, like sharpening on the chin, all that stuff. You can change the eye color, the typical stuff, right? Now, it's not going to stop you later on probably putting some textures in there and making your own thing, or uploading your own avatar eventually, or all that stuff, all that typical stuff. Now we can sharpen this jawline down. Now, one thing is different about this version is we have the face controls. So if you notice at the top here, we have some basic controls. And we can pull them up and down. You can see I've just dragged up and down the thing. If you click on the next one, we can sort of drag where the nose is, the mouth is. That's pretty cool, right? That's not too bad. And if we click onto the third one, we get a little bit more just control on the finer things, and you'll see it does it in on both sides. Maybe that'd be nice for the future where they can adjust that on different sides, because faces are not usually as the same. They're never the same, are they? So, and if you click on the fourth one at the top, you'll see we can start to click on the lips and drag them down and stuff, and we can make the nose a little bit sharper. You can pull down the eyelashes so they don't look so prominent and stuff like that. And you can just start to pull the nose in and just make it a little bit more cure. She doesn't look too pretty, but she looks okay. And so that is pretty much, you can do the face. That is kind of powerful. I suppose that's reasonably powerful. I'm hoping this is what's going to happen in the body. You'll notice since we last had a look at it, you have what's worn on the left-hand side here. You see the shoes and all that kind of thing. This is going to be important later on when we start to adjust clothes. So what we're going to do is I'm going to zoom out here, and we are going to start just break down the avatar and take off the clothing. So we'll take off all the clothing, and we've got a basic avatar look here now, and they're a little bit thinner. I would say they're a little bit more realistic, but some people might want a bunch, but that'll come for the future. So if we have a look at the clothing, so what we can do is dress her up. So you'll notice on the clothing, we're just going to click on the clothing, just like we normally would do for fitted avatars, but we will have to adjust. You'll see there's clothing problems here, so we're going to have to adjust it. So what we normally do is we press that button, you know, that big button we used to press before. It's over here on the wand thing, so we click adjust. It should fit to it a little bit, and if we're going to have issues, so what we're going to do is going to undo it. And if we click on the middle one here, transform piece, and we pull it up a little bit, and we probably could make this a little bit bigger, but we'll see what this does and see if it'll transform to the body. Now that hasn't done a great job, so we need to make that a little bit bigger. So we'll just scale a bit. Let's adjust the scale a bit. That should be good. Let's press the button again, and there we go. It's to the body. It's as close as we can get, I think. Pretty much. We'll just adjust a little bit more. It can be a little bit fussy. There we go, and we'll just drag this around a bit. It's probably going to be a little bit big. There we go, just get it on the thing there. There we go, and we'll finish it off. Tell it to transform. There we go, it's a little bit big. It can be a little bit, you might need to drag it a bit, guys. Yeah, it's pretty. Let's do that again, I think. Oh, and that actually worked. Resetting the items seemed to work. All right, this time. So you can see it's a little bit fussy, but you know, we got it to work in the end. But you can see you have to adjust it and all that stuff. And resetting the item sometimes work. It just falls in the right place. So we've got adjustment. We had to rise that and do that. So there we go. And you'll see that we fit on the avatar properly. It's fitting it properly now. It wasn't perfect. I did notice that there isn't that many shoes at the moment. I don't know what's happened to the shoes, but I think they're going to re-add them, but we can just click them back on. For now, they kind of fit anyway. And you can see our avatar is pretty much done. We've got some nice hair for it, all that stuff. But if you want to just some basic stuff here, you can do the jaws and all that stuff. And I believe there's some eyes. Where's the eyes? The eyes are here somewhere. There you go, eyes down here. You can just change the colour after the eyes. And all that stuff. I just keep it on blue because that's that kind of thing. I did have a look at the attachments and they tend to work okay. The same thing you may need to do on the attachments is you may need to adjust them. It's kind of nice. So you could adjust them. There we go. See if they're cool or not. There we go. She's got some cool glasses on. They're a little bit big for her, a little bit small for her. So we can stretch these out. Just check if they're close enough to her eyes. And there we go. She looks really cool and stuff. There we go. And that's pretty much how it goes. So we managed to fit ourselves an avatar and put together and all that stuff with a few mods, few modifications and stuff. And this is a very simple look. I mean, I'm not a fan of the skin right now, but I've been told that they may be some issues with the textures, so maybe that'll be updated in the future. But otherwise, you know, you could probably import your own skin in the future and scale the avatar to what you like. But this is a quick look for now, and I will see you very much next time. And she will as well. See you later. Bye!